Hello, fellow rogues and alchemists! Welcome to another episode of Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. In the previous episode, we got a storage system set up for our Mega Spawner Doom behind us. This time, we're going to delve back into the book and do some more research, maybe touch briefly on the spawner, and also solve a mystery that's been occurring near our base. Sit back, relax, enjoy some snacks, and let's get into some Forbidden Arts. Alright, everybody. So, first thing that I want to show is I've done. This is a construction site build in progress. I want to build some turrets around here. This is just a shape for now. We're going to decorate that. And I want to do something regarding storing the mana in here. And I have an idea that might allow us to make this farm a AFK-able thing. But before we get there, a little bit of a mystery. I've noticed that when I go over here, every once in a while I get the world kind of just skips and hops and there's like a lag. And I was putting on my eye, and somewhere over here, as I was running around, right here. What is going on down here? We have like a party of guys. They look like they're zombies. There's Creeper there too. And they're all holding stuff. And I'm not okay with this. I am not okay with that. I want that to not be a thing. So, yeah, you're calling in your reinforcements, I see, Chucky. I'm sorry. I'm a wizard. I have X-ray vision. It's not going to work. I'm curious, though. What are they all holding down there? What is going on in that area? Let's put our eyeball back on so we can see. You know, is that all rotten flesh? I mean, what is it? What is going on down here? Okay, let's kind of gently... Do you hear that? Oh. Let's get rid of this guy before he causes any problems. That is not normal zombie sounds. Yep, time to clean out this mess. Okay. This is actually making it harder to see. Let's put this in our offhand. Okay. Oh. These are infected zombies. Oh boy. Oh, that's just what I needed, was some warp. Oh gosh, oh boy, oh boy. Yikes. We have some sort of infection down here. Well, that's not good. It's down in here. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Let's widen that out just a little bit. Okay, we don't need... Yikes. Okay, can we get rid of this cobweb? This is going to be very agonizingly slow. I don't know how these guys got down here, but I am not okay with it. Okay. let's create ourselves a golem that we can just drop in here. And hopefully he'll be able to clean up some of this mess for us. No, don't suffocate, golem. Please take care of them. You're doing great. Ooh. You can do it, golem. Oh boy. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. It's a little bit longer. I just gotta get rid of these webbings. Oh, I hope... Come on, golem, you got this. Okay, now he's dead. I might be able to jump down there and get my... This is not what I had planned to do today. I can tell you that. This could work or it could be catastrophic. I'm not sure. But we got some pests to take care of, and I'm going to flush them out. I just want to make sure I don't hit myself with this stuff. Remember, that's not a water bucket. Okay, I need those guys to... See, I might be able to, walk. Okay, there's a guy. Can't tell if they're getting hurt by that or not. Okay, there's the guy. Yep. Come on, die. Okay, good. It's a slow process. But it's working. Leave this infestation. Oh gosh. Come on, heal. Temporary warp do I have? Oh gosh, I'm just about full up on temporary. That's a lot of warp. I'm gonna have to stop fighting these soon, otherwise the warp's gonna get me. Okay, I'm back. I just had a good look into my future here, though, if warp continues the way it is right now. I got the Flux Flu 5, or Flux Flu 4. I don't know what that does. And, my warp isn't looking so great. So, we're going to leave the, Thaumcraft alone for a moment while we let that die down. And I have no idea what flux fluid does. I hope I'm not just generating it from my person. I don't know what it does. 31. Okay, so the flux is still at the same level. Found out what was going on, though. Those abyssal zombies, what they do is they will track normal zombies to try to spread the plague. So I think what's happening is they're spawning, they're killing zombies, zombies die, they drop rotten flesh, the abyssal ones pick it up, and then they don't despawn, and so the numbers only rise. So we have little pockets of these infestations all over the place. So that's another problem we have to deal with. We got flux, we got warp, and now we got Corallium plague. Good times. Fortunately, at the eyeball, we can flush out those infestations where we can find them. But one thing that I have been wanting to look at here... Oh? Wasn't this, but... Okay, this is good. I don't think this would normally be accessible to us until we had lots of warp. But we have lots of temporary warp. Now, see, it's already gone down. But it got high enough for a moment that it unlocked this. So we have early access, baby. I was going to play the potion sprayer, but now we're doing this. Warp is dangerous even for the most careful of thaumaturges. For those who have gone a bit too much dabbling, warp effects are probably more than just an annoyance. I should make solving this problem a priority. Even if I am not able to remove warp, at the very least I should be able to alleviate its effects. We haven't got enough eldritch to do it. Purifying bath salts. I've drawn up a recipe to create a relaxing and refreshing bath salts. Simply tossing these into water will turn the water into a silvery purifying liquid that soothes away the stresses of the day and brings temporary relief from the effects of warp. I should note, however, that the more warp a thaumaturge suffers from, the shorter duration of this protection. The salts are quite fragile and will soon dissolve if tossed around. Interesting. Okay, and I have all this. Salus Mundus. Okay. Sanity soap. Love me some sandy soap. We have the Eldritch for this too. I seem to have stumbled upon something here. Bath salts relax the body and bring temporary relief from warp, but I need a more permanent solution. Something that will cleanse my body of warp completely. Heck yes. Sympathetic magic could come in handy here. Soap cleanses the body, but with the proper amount of persuasion, maybe it can cleanse the mind as well. I'm going to scrub my brain. Yes! Those zombies were a boon. Eureka! I have formulated a recipe for what I have named Sanity Soap, patent pending. This soap cleanses the flesh, but the effects it has on the psyche is what truly makes it special. When used, it has a small chance of reducing non-permanent warp and remove all temporary warp. Using it while under the effects of a warp ward or while standing in purifying fluid will increase your odds. What is a warp ward? I know what purifying fluid is. Okay, our mission's become clear. We have to scrub... That's a block of flesh. We have to scrub our minds. Purifying... Okay, great. And what is this? Arcane Spa. Pouring bath salts into water is a bit of a chore, but luckily one easily solved with a bit of magic and ingenuity. I have created a handy machine that when filled with water and bath salts will automatically mix them and pump the liquid into an area above it. The liquid will fill a 5x5 area above the location where the machine is placed. Additionally, I have designed it in such a way that it can be used to pump nearly any liquid I can fill it with. It can be filled with automation or by clicking on the block with the appropriate container. Applying a redstone signal will disable it. Hey! Do you know what? Thank you, Abyssal Zombies. You gave me the inspiration I needed. The whack in the side of the head, the kick in the seat of the pants. I have an idea. Now, I can see what's going to happen. We have a chain of events right now that's occurred because of those Abyssal Zombies. One, during the fight below, during the cleanse, there was an explosion which took out our Liber Mortis, our liquid death. So we have to make more of that, which unfortunately means more warp. But it also gave us the means to get rid of our warp. Because right now, this This machine was having a hard time keeping up with the killing when it had liquid death, let alone now that it doesn't. So it's been gimped because of that. We need to make more liquid death. Because we have to make more liquid death, we have to arcane smelt more things. Because we have to arcane smelt more things, we're probably going to end up with another rift. So we'll have to be mindful of that, and we're getting very close to probably having another one here. Yep. What can I say? Stuff that we need. Let's break these down. That is going to be a lot of cognito. Probably a lot of warp. Yeah, it's... Huh. Bouncing up and down. These crystals haven't done anything since I put them down. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong with them. Okay, that's our cognito. What do we need for the vitality? I know, Chucky. Hey, I could actually fill this thing up with purifying fluid. Would you like that? Maybe you'll become a real boy. Okay. So we need more Ordo. Ordo is my bane of existence, I swear. Metallum. See, I really don't want to do Metallum, because that just gives me more Terra. Potentia, though. Potentia and Modus. Bestia is excellent. Okay. So that will give us Victus and Modus can be further decompressed into Ordo. Beautiful. Okay. So now we got Bestia breaking down into the Victus and the Modus. And then we can break down the Modus further to get the Ordo. Then we'll get ourselves our first bath salts. No, we just need a warded jar and some iron bars. Perfect. Ow, ow, ow. Something's following me. What do you mean something's following me? It says premonition that something's chasing me. Maybe it's... Oh, it's just Chucky. Okay, so, okay, we gotta keep working towards this. We gotta clean our brain fast. I think this warp is attracting stuff. Our Eldritch meddling has attracted the Crimson Brotherhood, perhaps. I'm worried that a portal might open up nearby, and we don't need to deal with them yet. I don't think I can handle them yet. We have a purifying bath salt. Now, I don't know if this is enough to make a bath. Okay. That was nice. Let's see what our warp's like. Okay, we're warded from warp now for the moment. Okay. A little bit of alchromancy. That should hopefully hide us from the Crimson Order for a moment. I don't need them teleporting into our base. Okay. So that will protect us from the effects of warp, but we still have the warp. So now we need to make the soap. Mission cleans fade mind. Block of flesh. Okay. Well, that is just fine. So we have that. There's a block of flesh. Sanitizing soap. Nice. Yes. Feed my thaumaturgy thingy. Feed. Got it. The sanitizing soap. Okay. Let's do this. Let's put this in our offhand. And let's see what this does. Let's scrubbity scrub scrub. Oh! La 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 la! My mind is clear! That was awesome! So cool! Let's pollute our brains again by making some more liquid death. The undead processing unit's been repaired. We put the death back into the death machine. And now we're going to work on making it a bit more AFKable. This thing's too strong. We have to attenuate it. I've never actively tried to slow down a farm before, but this thing warrants it. Ladies and gentlemen, Chucky is dead. We had a bit of a disaster. Near world-ending event here. I was trying to put in the dimmer switch for the spawner here, and the redstone up there glitched out. It wouldn't respond, and so this thing got stuck in an on state. A super zombie spawned in while I was up there. It was a black hole zombie. It sucked me into the farm. The mana filled up below, so we weren't collecting XP. And they started shooting webs all over the place, which actually clogged up the spout down here, so they couldn't go down into the farm and die. And things got very, very bad. Yeah, I bet you're full of XP. I had to run a few kill commands to get it all straight, put it in peaceful mode for a second, and it was pretty bad. But because of the kill commands, we lost our friend. R.I.P. Chucky. We'll have to make a grave for him. But your death will not be in vain, my friend. We'll soldier on. And I was eventually successful in creating my dimmer switch. I haven't tested it yet. We kind of had to invert this twice here to get to what we want to do. Basically, thanks to the redstone paste, we can kind of have this redstone wire be pretty tight. So right now, the switch is in an off state, or in an on state, which turns off the farm. That is going to power this torch, so the torch will stay off. And this is going to continue to pulse, and while the torch is in an off state, it stays in an off state, nothing. When we depower this line, this torch turns on, and we'll depower this line. Now every time this pulses, it's going to turn the system off for a second. And this right here is a decaying redstone circuit. So it's going to lengthen the delay. So basically what we're going to end up with, when we turn this on, it's going to be actually turning itself on and off. And so that should slow this down, so that it will be slow enough to be at an AFKable rate. We'll put in some protections for these mana pools to make sure it doesn't overflow XP-wise, but let's see if it works. Alright guys, we're going to call that an episode for today. We had a zombie infestation and a near world-ending disaster, but we came through it on the other side just fine. And I think we got this spawner in a place where it can now be AFKable. If you enjoyed, please like the video. If you really enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Check out Sassy Rogue on her side of the channel, and I will see you in the next episode of Thaumcraft. Yes, I will. And Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Subscribe.